My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Alright, Necrobinder, is it time for my third Ascension 10 victory? Both in general and also as Necrobinder? I do not want Greed, it is a card that I cannot remove from the deck. I do not want Niao's Fury, it is a card that I would have to pay to remove from the deck. So I'll be taking Lost Cover, gain 1 card reward and procure a random potion. Ooh, Duplicator. Not all bad. And I'll happily take an early copy of Grave Warden. It doesn't have to be a soul-focused deck for me to be interested in Grave Warden. It's just a really high-value card in general. Alright, maybe we go shot, maybe we go elite at the very end, but I'm going to take this Coward's Path. I figure it's probably this one, highest value I can get. 3 upgrades this floor, one of those will be Bodyguard, one of those will be Grave Warden, and probably a third being a card that I pick up over the course. Unlikely to take anyone out next turn, so I don't think my targeting matters. Bodyguard, defend, defend. Great. Keep defending? Yeah, I think keep defending here. Buy myself a little more time. Unleash double strike, takes target out, and now it's just you and me, Toadpole. And especially because we've got Ostia with, you know, reasonable health on the field. It's not too much of an issue. I mean, I would have liked the other strike so I could finish you this turn, but I'll settle for doing it a turn later. Negative Pulse, So, and Grave Blast. It's definitely going to be either Negative Pulse or So here, picking up some sort of AoE. I like Negative Pulse of these two. So with the retention is really good, though. If I go Negative Pulse, like, this is a block plus. Negative Pulse is kind of a block plus as well. Pretty good upgrade. So's upgrade is 3 more damage, whereas Negative Pulse's upgrade is 4 more doom as well as 1 more block. Alright, I'll take Negative Pulse. Ooh! Enchant a strike or a defend with Spiral. Honestly? Yeah. I'm gonna give one of the strikes replay 1. And I'm probably going to end up upgrading that strike. 18 damage for a single energy? There's nothing wrong with that at all. That's more than Defile does. And it has the, I guess it's supposed to be a drawback of being ethereal. Okay. I only use the souls if I need to use the souls. Otherwise, I may as well just let them slip slide back on into the deck. Delay is another defensive pickup. I feel like I am starting to get to the point. Well, defensive pickups are actually kind of okay because people have talked about this a little bit, but the fact that you can stack a resource and then defend that resource and then use that resource to deal damage to an enemy does mean that the Necrobinder is really capable of tending towards defense. Because if you can just defend a growing stack of summon, you have a win condition already in your deck. In your base deck. Delay is definitely a very good card. I'll take it. Ooh. Upgrade 2 random cards? Yeah. Unleash and defend. Happy. Taking some damage this turn. And less so this turn, thankfully. Oh my gosh. I didn't think I was going to have to leave you alive for another turn. Anyhow, there they go. Spur. 1 energy retained. Summon 3. And Ostie heals 5 HP. I fully understand this now. you get yourself in a position where Osti has a large amount of max HP, the Osti is taking damage, this suddenly becomes really, really good. It's 1 energy for, 12 block, and if it's healing Osti that much, it's 12 effectively temp HP. High Five for AoE is nice, but I really want that spur. It's only because I'm not taking elites that I feel like I can take this many defensive upgrades in a row. I really do feel like I need to get something aggressive soon, though. Whenever you're Blind Doom, gain block. Whenever you... yeah, I mean, Shroud is okay with Negative Pulse, but I'd really want to have, like, 1 or 2 more copies of Negative Pulse in the deck before I'm like, okay, yeah, Shroud is a consistent defensive tool for us. I think really what I do here is just cut a defend. Do I take Dredge? I think there is value in Dredge. I might want to go to that late shop. Let's see if I can save enough money to remove at that late shop, so it'll cost 100 by the time I get there. I do need to be dealing some damage here, unfortunately. Should I throw a weak pote? You'd go down to 6. I'd still take... Yeah, I'd still lose Osti this time. Unleash Strike takes one of you down, and then sets up another one. Another strike. Right. Defend. Bodyguard, negative pulse. Oh, exact damage. Dang this frailty. Oh boy. I'm gonna use Duplicator. I don't want to take all this damage. This is too much damage. Please stop attacking. This is too much. Brave Warden, negative pulse. We've got Bodyguard. Throw down. Double strike in the back line. Hit the front line with Unleash and then watch them both die. I didn't love having to use the Duplicator there, but it's fine. I should be cycling through these a little bit. Death's Torso and Invoke. I'll take a single copy of Invoke. Lizard Tail. Whenever you enter a rest site. Sorry, no, that's not Lizard Tail. When you would die, heal to 50% of your max HP instead. Damn. Unfortunately, this means I'm not going to have a full 100 by the time I get to the shop, which means I can't get another card removal. I'll take Putrefy just as like a pretty good card in general. All right, I'm going to use my attack potion and push through this fight. Oh, yeah, that's about as bad as it gets, to be clear, but... we'll negative pulse Grave Warden, throw a double strike against one of these lines. Incoming damage is just enough. Yeah, just enough to pop Osti. Whatever, it's fine. I don't take damage. I really need to... This is a consistent attack pattern in this fight, isn't it? I need to figure out who I'm supposed to target. Oh. It retreats between the real... Oh, never mind. I miscounted. Osti's fine. Okay, yeah. So the biggest damage on turn 2. So if I can take a unit out on turn 2, or by turn 2, rather, it should be backline Phantasmal Gardener. Okay. See what the attack bot has. Eradicate is nice, but I'd rather be able to cast something this turn. So 18, lost 7. We're just short on being able to take out the Phantasmal Gardener in the second line, unless I throw both against you. I do think I'm probably better served to have one less target on the board next turn. So let's start with that. Okay. I'm going to delay, depose, and defend this turn. Basically just looking to get back to negative pulse, Grave Warden. I suppose Soulstorm should be thrown at someone as well. I want to go for defense. It's 12 damage in the backline this turn. That's really bad. Not going to be able to defend effectively this turn, though. All right. I don't want to give this fight my Lizard Tail. I will say I am prepared to give this fight my Lizard Tail. There we go. Everything's getting better all the time. Can I... Yep, can unleash and take out the front line, but I shouldn't because... Yeah, I can just use the strike for that. Okay. And we're resting after this. Foregone conclusion on that one. Haunt and Dirge. Damn. I want to use Dirge as much as I can because I know what they're doing to it in the beta patch. I can take a Clumsy. I've got enough card draw. Ooh, especially if you're going to give me a Mercury Hourglass. I'll rest here. This fight is one of our best fights, though, at the end of this floor. Specifically as Necrobinder, because the extra HP you store on Osti can be used to defend you against the, worst turn that's coming out against the Waterfall Giant after you kill them. Let's invoke. I want to be floating some additional energy a lot of turns if I can. Like that turn, the additional 2 blocks I got to play didn't really help, but being able to play Spur as well as a bunch of additional... Oh, yeah, this matters this turn. Spur, Unleash, Defend. And I'll take the opportunity to invoke as well rather than use Soul. Try and leave as many additional Souls in the deck as possible because they are really, really good on the turns where I have the additional energy, and then I can use the additional card draw to get the additional... It's a virtuous cycle. That hand is only getting larger. Ooh, good time to cycle the deck here with these 2 strikes. I don't really want to see them again in the new cycle. Spire and double replay is pretty good, though. Yep, this one's gonna hit our body. That's fair enough. Let's get a bodyguard up. Negative pulse, unleash. Yeah, we've still got 30 block just sitting there as well. Probably should have been invoke rather than Grave Warden. Okay. All's well, and Osti is ready to protect us. Oh boy. Big dodge. Thank you for the free turn there. Yeah, Osti literally takes all of this damage already. Thanks, bud. You got my back. So it turns out I didn't need to rest before that fight. Oh well. Sacrifice. Retain. If Osti is alive, he dies and you gain block equal to his max HP. I'm not against it, but... I'm not against it. And I am pretty against Soulstorm, which I really feel like almost needs to double that number. So let's actually make a comparison here between a card. I know it's apples and oranges, right? Oh my god, there's one I've still not seen. Let's make a comparison between, where are you? Death March. Deal 8 damage, deal 3 additional damage for each card drawn during your turn, upgrades to 4. And then, in the rares, we have Soulstorm. Deal 9 damage, deal 2 additional damage for each soul in your exhaust pile. Upgrades for 3. The same deck utilizes both of them, And the same deck almost every time prefers Deathmarch. Because if you're going to be playing enough souls that the other one is scaling significantly enough, then by that time, Deathmarch is ready to end the fight already. Like, it doesn't... The permanent gain of it is so low. Yeah, sacrifice. I'm not thrilled about that because I was looking for more offensive potential. Very hot cocoa. Started combo with additional energy. I like that, especially when I've got X costs in the deck. Seal of Gold's not bad. Of course, additional energy always goes down a treat. The only problem with Seal of Gold is I play relatively slow as this deck because I'm playing this kind of like, you know, ball out of control with defense, build such a stack of temp HP that the enemy can't really do anything to me kind of situation. And that means there will be a lot of turns, and Seal of Gold takes 5 gold each turn. I'm going to take Very Hot Cocoa. Hopefully I find, you know, Gambling Chip or Bag of Prep or something like that to give me a lot more to do on my first turn consistently. Okay, look, there is a Coward's Path here. I don't love it. Should I take one early elite, maybe? I can decide whether I take a late elite. Hell, I could even decide to take 2 late elites, but I probably want to take that shop because I don't have a guaranteed shop earlier. There's like a 4 elite path, but... Well, let's think about it. Who are our elites this floor? It's Entomancer. Against Entomancer, I'm fine. Entomancer is not a problem for us. I end up just building so much summon and so much defense that I don't have to hit Entomancer until Unleash kills them. No problem. The Decimillipede fight, that takes a lot of our HP away. Negative Pulse is almost the only card I have that really affects that. A lot of the damage in that fight would be Mercury Hourglass. And because that fight consistently does somewhere between, like, you know, 20 to 35 damage a turn in this game, in this difficulty mode, I wouldn't be able to consistently keep Osti up, so that would be tough. And then it's the Flesh Cube, right? The Unrelenting Flesh Cube. That one would be fine, but I'd probably end up using my weak pot. Alright, gosh. Let's get here, and then I'll decide whether or not I can risk this elite being the Decimillipede. Better take a target off the field that turn, then. Can't really do too much else. Hell yeah, sacrifice. Full block. I gotta upgrade that sacrifice. Ooh, upgraded Defy. I have a little bit of weak access in this deck, but I do need more, considering how long the fights are going for us. Oh, you... I love this. Play something at the end of a turn, and then it plays automatically at the top of the next turn. That's the history lesson. That's what we get if we obtain the key and then go to an event space in the next floor. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take the Coward's Path, which means I'm not going to be taking this early elite. Give me that key. It's actually really important to me. It's, God, I'm certain there's a word for it. It's, dire. It's crucial. Give me that. It's crucial. I'm going to throw this weak pot. I don't have to be treated like this. 24 incoming. Putrefy. Yeah. Can you not? 24 when you are weakened every turn? That's wild. That is a lot more damage than is reasonable. Yeah, my hand, buddy. My hand. You are crushing my hand. Excuse me, are you gonna buff this turn? Do you know how rude that is? Yep, no, that's 3 more strength for you. I'm starting to feel like you don't like me. I'm starting to feel like you don't want me to take this key away from you that's incredibly important. No, you're gonna have to convince me now. Hang on. Whoops. Well, one of those is not a card that I wanted to play. I'll leave you guessing as to which. Gosh. I really needed to do a lot more fast damage. My damage needed to be more fastly done. Alright, I need to do as much damage as is humanely possible this turn. Because we are getting close to the final turns I will be able to do damage. Done. Okay, cost a lot of our health. But we did get the lantern key. Oh, no, I take the Grey Warden over the Wisp there. Even if the Wisp is upgraded, Grey Warden is good. So it's nice to have that one. I'm also going to take the opportunity to over-defend this turn using Sacrifice. I don't want to see... I don't want to see the other side of Tunla here. 7, 24. I guess that is what I do. Oh boy, I really need to take the coward's path for the rest of the floor now. Right in the hand. Okay. And then one of these days, I'll draw something to stop this from happening. Yeah, almost exactly like that. Oh, look. I'll take another Grave Warden. Delay removed from deck. I don't want to keep re-rolling here, but delay's pretty important. No! Oh, it was my replay strike. Oh, whatever. Like that was actually a significant part of my damage. I really wish my first turn had more cards in it. Oh, really feeling the lack of that. Let's double Grey Warden. I think it's more important to have draw in there than the additional energy from delay this turn. Define, negative pulse, and defend. Take 0 bodily damage myself this turn. That seems like a good opportunity to get extra energy, though. Not sure if the game agrees with me on that front. Okay, we're well defended. Starting to get some actual HP on Osti. 31 is a lot of damage, buddy. Wind that down for me? There we go. Managed to reel that all back in. Spur for the extra healing. Not the card I meant to play there. I was trying to play that soul. Oops, but could be a lot worse. 6, 36. I'm gonna dodge. I know Unleash is in that draw pile. There it is. All right. Sacrifice strike. Yep. Enemy's dead at the top of the next turn. And Poke, Snap, Sculpting Strike. Yeah, none of those appeal to me at all. Oh, no. Yeah, this fight has Relentless Aggression as well, unfortunately, with 18 damage a turn coming out. I need to take one of you off the field, because if I don't have a recovery turn between those 18 damage turns, like, I'm not keeping pace with that. Yikes. Oh, those Dades are really going to screw with us in the next cycle as well. Okay. I legitimately think it's Potion of Doom time for that backline, or I need only one of you on the field pronto. Okay, now I have a turn to actually build up some resources, so of course I draw nothing of the kind. Alright. This one's gotta be it. Come on! You can do it! No, that's not damage. Fine, they'll die at the top of the next turn. Good lord! Considering my AoE troubles, there is totally a good argument for taking another negative pulse there. I'm gonna rest at the first of these campsites. Ooh, bowler hat. 20% additional gold. I am going to upgrade Sacrifice to become 0 cost. Hell yeah. Dirge for 7 energy on turn 1. Sets us up really well. I don't want to focus on these tough eggs, because they do just refresh their entire health pool when they split. Both negative pulses are still in the draw pile, right? Yep. That's both negative pulses. Those will be dying next turn. Grey Warden Soul, Grey Warden. I'm gonna go for the ultra defensive version of this turn. Bodyguard. Not weak enough. Okay, I'll delay, unleash, and then throw another soul in there. I don't want to throw both of the negative pulses into an old draw cycle, which is what I'm just about to do. I don't want to do the thing I did. I wasn't even there. I wasn't responsible for that. look, just because I did it with full malice of forethought doesn't mean I did it. Sound crazy right now. Spur. Yeah, definitely going with the unleash on the back line. I can find a way to make that lethal this turn. That's even better. Oh, another spur helps. 46, 14, 60. So I do that, then just drop the sacrifice for 160 block, and I can watch the other copter die from the safety of my shield. Flattened bone shard sculpting, no thank you. Nope, not going for the extra elite. I've learned. Getting pretty close. Still 20 incoming damage this turn, though. Got him. Perfect amount of gold ruined by picking up another 14. Pull aggro Danse Macabre. I don't think I'm playing enough 2 costs for Danse Macabre. Pull aggro, I think, is a bit too defensive for us right now. Rolling Boulder. At the start of your turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies and then increase this by 5. The only problem with this is unless I get that in the opening hand, it's almost impossible for me to play. I want Eternal Feather. Definitely. Heal 12 HP when I enter a rest site. I mean, it's 12 HP for me, given the rest of what I'm about to do. I'm also going to take Afterlife, because I actually think that's a pretty good card. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Did Lucky Fish give me enough? It did not give me enough money to also buy Negative Pulse. I was thinking about it. It's my perfect fit. It was made for me. The card that I want earliest in the second cycle of the deck almost every time is going to be Unleash. So let's give that to you. We heal as we come here, and then I will also rest for more healing, especially because I fight pretty slow, and this guy kind of punishes that. I'm a little scared about this fight. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm in a Grey Warden Bodyguard and Frantic Escape. As much as I wanted to play Delay that turn, I need to find the time to actually frantically escape. Otherwise, things get very bad a lot faster than I'm expecting. So glad I have this temp HP pull. It's also got a name, apparently. Osty or something? Not thrilled by that. Having to use Sacrifice to defend appropriately that turn. Okay, good escapes, good escapes. Damn it. Nope. This one's going down. I don't have enough damage fast enough to prevent. Just losing. Yeah. I mean, like, I can use these potions. They're not going to change anything. It's the fact that my damage output can't, like... I'm very good at consistent damage output. I'm not very good at doing damage. Those are two different things, okay? You wanted someone who can do damage, you should have gone to a do damage person. I'm a do defense person. Yeah, about the time when yeah. The only game plan this strategy has is trying to build a large enough single hit from Unleash. That's just not reasonable. Oh, of course, you know, negative pulses as well, but that's not... that's not a boss killing technique. I'm kind of just delaying the inevitable. I just do not have the damage to do this, so... I'm just gonna let us see the animation. Delectable. I guess Haunt would have helped a lot. Not that I saw a copy of it as far as I'm aware. Just a passive increment of Doom as well, like Countdown maybe. I'm gonna go for the double removal here. And... Why do the paths also have to be garbage? I'm gonna take this 2 elite, sorry, 2 elite, 2 rest, 1 elite. It sucks. I don't like it. It doesn't even have a guaranteed shop. Ugh. I desperately want to see some additional removals in these question marks so I can take advantage of the fact that we removed 2 cards at the very start. Because if I can take advantage of the fact that my deck is already, you know, 2 cards thinner than it usually would be. Upgrade a couple core key cards, cut more cards from the deck. Pull aggro? Sorry, not pull aggro. Was reading pull aggro, I was looking at no escape. Apply 10 doom plus an additional 5 for every 10 doom already on the enemy. I mean, just playing that a couple of times ends a fight. There we go. It's pretty good in elite fights as well. So, poke Sculpting Strike. I'll take a single source of AoE, especially because I know I've got elites later on as well. I can't even just dodge those. Ugh. Yeah, I should have known I wasn't going to get more defense there, so I should have over-defended to keep the temp HP on the previous turn. Would have made a bit more sense. I don't need to give up any HP here, though. Yep, negative pulse. I'll take the money. If I'm not taking, like, at least 1 or 2 elites on the first floor, I should probably just take that money and walk away. I'm gonna use yeah, I'm gonna save some health by using Duplicate here. Especially if I'm not elite hunting, I really do need to find good use cases for our additional things. You know what? Give me a Blight Strike. I've almost never drafted that. But I do need to give Doom to targets, so then I can increase the Doom on those targets. I think Blight Strike might have my back on that one. Damn it. It was too far from my mute button. I can't let them know I sneeze. That was a cat. That was a cat that broke in and it sneezed. And then it gave this explanation as well. Oof. My body. Afterlife. Yeah, one of these is gonna have to be a rest. Probably shouldn't. Yeah, because I know that I'm getting a campsite. I probably shouldn't have rested there. Sorry, not campsite. I know I'm getting a campsite. 2 question marks after a chest. So I might have just had the ability to wait, possibly pick up something that gives me a benefit when I rest, and then rested with that additional benefit. Although I guess I'm glad I rested, because this fight... Let's just say it's not particularly friendly. Capture Spirit's just a generally quite good card. Skill pot's probably more important than strength pot for me at the moment. Oh, yep. Yeah, I should have waited. Well, no, because I would have died. But tiny mailbox, whenever you rest, procure a random potion. I honestly keep forgetting that grab 100 gold. It's grab 100 gold. It's not pay 100 gold to get a random card from the past. It's get 100 gold and a random card from the past. Cal drop, whenever you're attacked, deal 3 damage back. What's wrong with that? That's sick as hell. Enchant a negative pulse with higher block. I think sounds like a good idea to me. I'll rest so the elite at the end of the floor doesn't kill us. Oh my gosh. I'll use a skill bot to try and defend 14 this turn. The damage is so high. The damage number is too high. Why is this damage number so high? Get Cal dropped. That's... It's too much! Well, I'm dead to the elite next floor. Come on, I even prepared for this. I rested so many times. I dodged every elite I could. And this is how you repay me? By killing me? Defensive, but I guess not defensive enough. Defensive. I guess I didn't really pick up too many additional defensive cards, but also, like, damn. What the hell? The numbers are so much higher than the things I have in my deck. And also, that was compounded by the fact that we didn't upgrade here. We couldn't upgrade here. We probably couldn't have upgraded there, which means that none of our deck was getting upgraded. We cut 2 cards out of the deck, and then we just flooded it with additional unupgraded card debt. Without the ability to upgrade any of them. Alright, so I do know more about the Necrobinder now, but not enough to make winning on A10 consistent yet. We're gonna have to continue our journey towards that in the next episode with Defect. Until then, though. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2, top left is a series playlist for all of my content for the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below, streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. I hope to thank you. A special thanks this episode to Nick Starfield. Hopefully you'll all be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.